All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are talking about the Green Bay Packers defense in today's video. We're only 2 games in, taking down the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders, two powerhouses in the NFC last season. We're talking defense because I haven't seen my Green Bay Packers play defense to this level and consistency and game disruptiveness. And I don't even know how long, probably since their last Super Bowl with Mr. Aaron Rodgers. It's truly insane. We're going to take a look at some film. Keyshawn Nixon, Micah Parsons, Devontae Wyatt, Edgerrin Cooper. We're going to break it all down. We're changing up the kind of style of these videos. Let me know if you like it down below, but let's get right into some film. Now, maybe I'm on the wrong side of social media here. The amount of disrespect Micah Parsons has gotten, it's actually super baffling to me. Now, if you watched the National Football League, if you've watched the Lions-Packers Week 1, if you watched this game here last night against Washington, it's truly insane. This Green Bay Packers team the defense is playing at a beautiful level. They ultimately disrupted Jayden Daniels. We've got Micah Parsons here, but what's really baffling to me is stuff like this does not show up in the stat sheet. All right, now Micah last night had 8 total quarterback pressures and a sack, and we're going to break some of these down and get into some Devontae Wyatt and all those guys we mentioned. But when you're watching all 22 tape, it's so much more evident what you're looking at, because if Micah Parsons, let's say he had 8 quarterback pressures last night, and Jayden Daniels dropped back down 42 passes, that means he's almost disrupting it. I'm no mathematician, at like a 20% clip. So if one player is disrupting 20% of a quarterback's dropbacks, maybe that math's a little bit off, but it's truly game changing. And so the double teams you see, you're going to see some of this in this clip or in this video, and especially this clip. Micah Parsons beats the left guard immediately. Like literally immediately beats the left guard with this beautiful move and just pushes him out. So now what you have is he's getting double teamed. We got the new revamped in the last couple of year or two interior offensive line for Washington. They're double teaming Micah Parsons. He's still moving. He spins out of it and gets a quarterback pressure. So this is stuff that just doesn't show up in the stat sheet. I think this ball went up for like 2 or 4 yards. It was 3rd and 8. This was a good stop for the Green Bay Packers early on in the game. What you see here, we're looking at the left side. So he's lined up on the left. So he's going up against a veteran in Laramie Tunsil, the left tackle for the Washington Commanders. Right here on the right side that you'll see in some of these clips is the rookie right tackle for the Washington Commanders. Now you also, and we'll show it to you, you're going to see Karl Brooks right here also do his thing. But he gets him on a real quick move. You really see this flash of quickness. You know, obviously Micah Parsons is very powerful, but he's also unbelievably quick. He fakes going outside, he goes inside, and now he's getting hands in the face. I mean, right here is clear as day. You also see Karl Brooks win this one-on-one matchup, and that's kind of the overarching point to the addition of Micah, because Rashawn Gary here, 52, is very good. You got Quay Walker, Javon Bullard, Edgerrin Cooper, Devontae Wyatt, who had a phenomenal football game. We'll talk about him. It sets up all these one-on-one opportunities for these other players, like specifically Karl Brooks on this play. It's 3rd and 4. There's only 26 seconds left, rather, in the half. It's 14-3 Green Bay's way, and Jayden Daniels is obviously extremely mobile, extremely agile. They bounce him out. Karl Brooks continues, and then he's just got to throw this ball away, or incomplete, rather. Probably my favorite one. This was his sack, where he also gets held here. Now, you're going up against a rookie right tackle currently in Josh Connerly, who had a really good tape. He had a really good collegiate career, but he's a rookie. And we go back to last week, rather. He was going up against Penei Sewell, first team, all-pro, Detroit Lions right tackle. So it's not just he's playing, you saw him move interior, you saw him on the left side by Rashawn Gary, you saw him here lining up on the right. They've got a weakness. It's a rookie right tackle, so let's get into it. And what you see here is, I really love this because you can barely even see Lucas Van Ness. He goes inside. Karl Brooks also goes inside. Nice little stunt move, and you're going to see Edgerrin Cooper bounce in here as well. And then, Micah Parsons obviously does his thing, and he beats him off the snap right away. Fakes going right. You're going to see Connerly kind of set up for this speed rush on the right side. Micah just moves right past him, gets held to the flags right there. You also see Edgerrin Cooper, who comes around, like we just mentioned, after these guys move on the inside. Just look at how quick Micah gets off of this. He's getting held, he's getting held, he's getting held, and then they just bring him down. So this was his sack last night, but as you see in some of these clips, he does more than just sack the quarterback. He's disrupting like 20-25% of quarterback dropbacks. That's a game changer. And I also want to just say another thing. It's 3rd and 3. I believe every clip I just showed you was 3rd down. This is why you make moves and trades for Mr. Micah Parsons. Game disruptors like him. Now, we could do a whole video on Micah. If you guys want one, let me know down below. But let's move into some other Packers defenders. So early on in the football game, all right, it's 0-0. All right, we're only 5 minutes into the first quarter. It's 2nd and 7. Jaden Daniels, we got Mike on the right, we got Rashawn Gary here on the left. Rashawn's really going to do a great job of getting there. I think you're also going to see Evan Williams, number 33, on this nickel blitz. The player we're pinpointing here is Devontae Wyatt because he stops a gain of at least 5 yards. You know, if we're keeping it a buck, he probably stops this for a gain of 10, 15, maybe even 20, just considering it's Jaden Daniels. But they're getting inside. Evan Williams comes in here. Rashawn Gary comes in here. So Jaden Daniels moves to the right. Another great thing the Packers defense did is you got Quay Walker. You got Edgerrin Cooper. You're going up against a right-handed thrower. We know Jaden Daniels' tendency is throw to his right side or scramble out to his right. So we're going to kibosh that. But what we're looking at is down here, Devontae Wyatt, because he's going to cut back. He's going to try and break some ankles. He's going to break a couple of tackles or make a couple of guys miss, rather. And we got Devontae Wyatt, big boy number 95 right here, who stays home this whole way and then brings Jaden Daniels down for the sack here. We got a little double doink here from my Bears fans watching this. I'm just kidding. That's a stupid jab. But Rashawn Gary is the one who gets credited for this sack, rightfully so. But then we've also got Devontae Wyatt on the inside. And what we've been saying here is there's no Micah Parsons on this play. So Rashawn Gary, we're going to take a look at Rashawn Gary to start this off. He's going to get chipped by Zach Ertz. He does a really good job of chipping him. Then we're back to the rookie right tackle and Josh Connerly. And you're going to see Rashawn Gary just run right by him and get to the quarterback and bring Jaden Daniels down. But so what we're saying because people don't really know Devontae Wyatt, they don't know Lucas Van Ness, they don't know even maybe Rashawn Gary. Having both a Micah Parsons and also even just a Rashawn Gary is you see a lot more one-on-one matchups. So we got a one-on-one matchup here with the left guard for Washington and defensive tackle Devontae Wyatt. Now they're a little bit slower, so when we get this rapid speed or power rushes from either Rashawn Gary or Micah Parsons, it gives him a little bit of time because you're Jaden Daniels, and if this is sealed and this is sealed, if this was Micah, your only option is to go inside, right? You can't really scramble out of this, or you can try to be a little bit tricky, and Jaden Daniels is known for that. But we got a one-on-one right here, and Devontae Wyatt, he pushes him past, and then also comes on in here for the quarterback hit, the quarterback pressure. But like I said, Rashawn Gary, rightfully so, gets credited with this hack. He does a great job of literally just running past Josh Connerly here and bringing Jaden Daniels down. So some of the nitpicks you saw after Micah Parsons got traded to the Green Bay Packers was, first off, they gave up big boy Kenny Clark, all right? So people don't know Lucas Van Ness, they don't know Carl Brooks, they don't know Devontae Wyatt. The Packers clearly believe in this defensive line, no matter who's lining up and when they're lining up. Brenton Cox as well. But Jair Alexander decided to go to the Baltimore Ravens. The Packers don't pay him any money, whatever. So the Packers' cornerback room is a little bit different. It's led by Keyshawn Nixon, Carrington Valentine, Nate Hobbs, really nice safety room in my opinion. Javon Bullard had a really good football game. And then obviously Mr. Interception Man and Xavier McKinney. Now Keyshawn Nixon here, I'll show you this clip because this is vital. This pretty much wins the Packers this football game here. A pass breakup. It's 24-10. It's 4th and 4. Now we're on the 40-yard line. Washington's on the 40-yard line. There's 8 minutes left in this football game. So they need to get this conversion. And you see the pass rush doesn't even get there because he knows he's throwing it to one guy. He's throwing it to Jalen Noel here on the slant. Or sorry, Jalen Lane on the slant. Keyshawn Nixon got targeted 5 times last night. All right, 5 times. He's cornerback number 1. People were making fun of him and the Packers all offseason. Targeted 5 times. He had 5 pass breakups. Do you know how crazy that is? I think he actually leads, and Actually, now that I was about to say that, I was going to say he leads the league in pass breakups, passes defended, but at the same time, the Packers and the Commanders are the only two teams who have played so far. This guy is a baller. He is a gamer, and it's something that you just didn't really hear too much of, or if you did, it was kind of made fun of because it's like, oh, the Packers literally don't have anybody. Now, this angle isn't the best. It's cornerbacks. This side of all 22 is mainly for like the line play. I'm trying to pause this at the more proper time. But this is to pretty much, like I said, win the football game, because what Green Bay ends up doing here is, because they're on the 40-yard line, it's 4th and 4, it's a turnover on downs, is Green Bay is able to kick the field goal a couple of plays after this, make it a 3-possession game, and essentially it's within arm's reach. But if Keyshawn doesn't make this play, Washington drives down the field, they score a touchdown, there's 4 or 5 minutes left or whatever, they just need to get a stop, they got plenty of time, got a 2-minute warning as well, score another touchdown, tie it up, let's head to overtime, let's go for a 2-point and win it. Keyshawn Nixon had a great game. We'll probably do our last clip here, Jaden Daniels, just for some context here. It is 3rd and 9. It's early in the second quarter. Green Bay is up 7-0. Green Bay is dominating this football game, but they're not able to put up points. Washington did a really good job of hanging in this football game. Green Bay also had some unfortunate penalties. But once again, it's 3rd down and 9. This Packers defense was making plays all game, but especially on 3rd down. And you actually see Keyshawn Nixon get beat a little bit here on Noah Brown. And Noah Brown is going to end up catching this football. Right, we got Keyshawn Nixon right here. Noah Brown, the ball is in his hands. So what does Nixon do? He just smashes it out of his hands. And this is just exactly what people do not know about this Green Bay Packers defense, obviously outside of Micah Parsons. All these dudes had a phenomenal football game, and it is biased, but this Packers team is legit because this defense is nasty. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this Packers defensive film study. If you guys want more videos like this, be sure to let me know down below. I really enjoy breaking down film, especially for my Green Bay Packers, but we've been kind of switching to film in the last couple of weeks because, I don't know, just getting kind of sick of, I still like doing rapid reactions, and we do rapid reactions, but I don't know, the whole YouTube world gets a little bit old with, flashy titles, flashy thumbnails, and that kind of stuff, and I really just truly love football. So we've been doing a bunch of film on this channel. We're going to do a Packers one in the next couple of days because we have like 11, or not good at math, 9 days until next Sunday on the road in Cleveland. We're going to be doing this all a week too. If you guys have any Packers players you want to let me know down below, any film you want to see on any other team, let me know down below. Let me know if you like this style of content, but that's it for today's film study on this Green Bay Packers defense. It is biased, but I think this team is very legit.